Hello, this is Bart Swan, and I'm creating a video here to show you how a temporary buy down works. This is a interesting product here that a lot of folks don't understand, and that makes sense to me why somebody wouldn't understand this. So let me see if I can try to shed some light here on this. So a 2-1 buy down is this is based on like a 30-year fixed rate is what I'm going to do this example for. So it's not an adjustable rate where the rate is changing all the time. This is a 30-year fixed rate, and in my example, what we're going to do is a 6.5 30-year fixed rate, and I'm going to show you a 2-1 buy down. And what that means is in the first year, the interest rate is going to be 2% lower than the 6.5, so it'll be 4.5. And then in the second year, it'll be 1% lower than the 6.5, so it'll be 5.5. And then from years 3 and following, it would be a fixed rate of 6.5 for the life of the remainder of the 30 years. That's how it works. So here, let's look at this example here. We have a loan amount here of $425,000. I'm showing an interest rate of 6.5, 360 months. That's 30 years. The principal and interest is $26.86. If I do a 2-1 buy down, then in the first year the interest rate is 4.5. The second year it's 5.5, and then, like I said, third year and beyond it'll be just this flat 6.5. This reduces the monthly payment substantially. In this first year, the monthly payment is $532 less per month. So in that first year, you save about $6,400. In the second year, your payment is $273 less, and you save about $3,300 in that second year. So over the first 24 months, you save nearly $10,000 in monthly payments. So that $10,000 has to come from somewhere. So usually what happens here is the seller or the builder will fund this temporary buy down. So say they offer their home at $425,000, and you get a $425,000 loan on that property, and the seller says, along with the $425,000 purchase price, I will give you $10,000 toward a temporary buy down. So the seller pays this money at closing from their proceeds, so that your monthly payment will be lower in year 1 and year 2. The nice thing about this temporary buy down versus a permanent, so a seller could give you $10,000 toward a permanent buy down, and that might work out to buying your interest rate instead of 6.5, you might have a 5.75 for the life of the 30 years. Well, that could be nice, but what if you don't intend on having this loan for a full 30 years? Well, then the temporary buy down is better. So the person that would probably best benefit from this temporary buy down program would be somebody who does not intend to have this loan for 30 years. So that might be because they're anticipating interest rates to come down in the near future, like I am, and they'll be able to refinance that loan at that time, or they know they're going to be out of this house in 2 or 3 years, and they'll just sell it at that point. So they want the lower payment in the interim. So the nice thing about this versus a permanent buy down, in a permanent buy down, if your seller pays or builder pays $10,000 to buy your rate down permanently, and then a year from now you refinance, well, that $10,000 is just gone. In this situation, this money, if you refinance, let's say in this situation you refinance exactly 1 year later, so the $6,400 here has been used up. You've experienced that savings in that first year, and then this $3,300 that remains, it will reduce what you owe on your loan by that $3,300. So you actually get to realize you get the benefit of that money still. So if you refinance 6 months into the loan, then you're going to get half of that, the remaining 6 months of the first year, plus that. So that's the nice thing about a temporary buy down, is the money isn't just gone. So hopefully this helps you understand how a buy down works. We also have other ones like a 3-2-1, where the interest rate is 3% less. So in this case, it would be 3.5, and then 4.5, then 5.5, then 6.5 for years 4 and beyond. That one's pretty expensive, generally not used because the seller's generally not going to pay that much. And we also have a 1-1 or a 1-0, sorry, 1-0. So instead of 6.5, it'd be 5.5 for the first year and 6.5 from years 2 and following. That one is less expensive than the 2-1. We also have a 1-1-1 where it's be like 5.5 for the first 3 years and then 6.5 from there on. So lots of different variations there. I think this is a great product for the right person. Like if you don't think you're gonna have this loan a long time, I think temporary buy down is the way to go. I hope this is helpful for you. Give me a call with questions or text me at 850-678-4663. And I'm gonna figure out how to turn this off.